Hi, everybody. So, happy new moon, Gemini. And what does that mean? Well, I'm going to wait for a couple more people to jump on here. Hi, Preeti. Now, what does that mean? Like I said, new moon in Gemini. Well, we know that we've had a lot of emotions going on right now because of everything that's going on and all the retrogrades and everything. And I just want to say that, hi, Leanne. I just want to say that in what I do, emotions are often, hi, Gordon, are often associated with water. And here we are in a new moon, and the moon actually has a really, really big influence over water. Hi, Jennifer. Good morning, everybody, or afternoon, or good night, wherever you are. There's a lot of people that are on here from YouTube, too. I see in my left corner here. Oh, Gordon, your name is Lisa. Sure, I'll pull a card for you in a little bit. I guess you must be using someone else's account. Hi, Gemma. So, like I was saying, in palmistry and astrology and just in life in general, the moon has a lot of influence over water. And right now, we have a new moon. So what does that mean? Well, first off, it's in Gemini. And if you are familiar with Gemini, it's the twins. But it's also a very smart sign, right? And I think, in my own personal opinion, as to why it is considered such an intelligent sign is because that you have one, even in utero, okay, you have one kind of, it's a person, even though that we know it's twins, that kind of evolves into two, right? So it's like you are pulling away from that other half of what makes you you. And there are two independent people, way back. Someone tell me if we're back. Anyway, I don't know what's going on. I had to reboot my computer 2 times. So here we are again. So like I was saying, Gemini, you have 2 independent observations on pretty much the same life. Born at the same time, well, maybe a couple minutes difference. Born on the same day, right? And obviously within just a few minutes of each other. So you might as well say the same natal chart almost. But 2 completely different experiences. And with the moon being a new moon right now, well, what does that say? Well, first off, it means that you have this way of just kind of pulling back and seeing those situations that have been causing you. Thank you, Jennifer, for telling me I'm back. So first off, you can actually pull away and say, hey, that's not really who I am. I am not so overwrought. These situations aren't as bad as I think they are. I can evolve. I can separate from these situations. I am over here. I should be able to recognize what I do have and what I have gleaned or learned from being in these bad or overwrought and very, very strange things that are going on in our lives, right? That cause a lot of angst. You're over here. Because remember, these are two separate parts of the same thing. So with the new moon, what does that mean and the type of things that I do? Hi, Amy, my sister's here. Hi, big sister Amy. She's an Aries and I'm a Pisces. What does that say? So anyway, with the new moon, especially this one, it's one of the most light, joyful moons of the whole year, but it's one of the most important. Because right now, because you have the ability to see those two sides of what's going on with your life, that you need to set something that's called an intention. And I know that word gets thrown out a lot in like palm reading, tarot cards, and all of this kind of stuff, right? But what it just means is that that one thing that you want to change in your life, or you want to work on, or you want to focus on, or even a part of you that you want to appreciate, now's the time to set that goal. Truly. But for this moon, it's not just about for this moon cycle, this particular moon cycle, meaning that it would all supposedly come to fruition at the full moon. No. This particular moon, because of all the retrogrades and because of everything that's going on, what you set into play right now is going to influence the rest of the year. Now, don't panic. Don't feel the pressure, because remember, that's this other side. Remember, this is the side that has pulled away and can see this other side. Two independent parts of the same whole, okay? So this side can look at this one just as well as this side can look at this one. Two separate things that are going on. And what are those two separate things? It's the side that you present to society, and it's the part of you that you keep inside. So my suggestion, focus on those things that you do have and actually want. Focus on those things that you have learned through all of this upheaval that's going on with everybody and with yourself right now. Understand that even though you can't see the moon out, because literally it is a new moon, so it's also called a dark moon, that this is a time when the water is not fully being affected as much as it would be with a full moon. Feel it. Feel the feels. Be introspective, but do not go underwater. See the water or the emotions for what they are, as emotions and as experience. And apply that experience that you have learned up to this point from everything that's going on to where you want to go in the future. And that may sound kind of contrived, because I'm sitting here and I'm like, I need to apply that to my own freaking life. But that's what's coming through when I was thinking about doing this today. And remember, yes, we're going through retrogrades. Yes, we got a lot going on. And remember, Jupiter is going to stay in retrograde until September. And this finger, is all about ego, attitude, self-esteem. And the fact that he is in retrograde, and I said this last time, a lot of people don't think that Jupiter in retrograde has a lot of weight when it comes to what's going on right now. But coming at a perspective from being a palm reader, I really think that it does. Because if he's in retrograde, he's doing the opposite of what he normally does. And so instead of having a good ego and a good self-esteem, instead, oh, my sister just said, instead, Amy, you're going to have self-doubt. You're going to have kind of a little bit of ego problems. I mean, you're just going to feel like, oh, I don't deserve this. I don't know what I'm doing. All this self-doubt and all this confidence is just going to be hanging there. The thing that'll help it is if you are able, and you have the ability right now, to just kind of go away and look at this big ball of wax over here and say, whoa, anybody would be affected by all this. It's okay that I am. But what did I learn by going through all of it? Okay? That's where we're at right now in a Gemini new moon. Remember, it's literally in utero the same. In utero, the same time. Two halves pull away from each other to form Gemini, to form twins, and here we are. Both are experiencing and living and existing in the same life, but yet the situations that are confronted by either half are completely different. Think about that. So, card time. I'm done with my rant. Hope that helped a few people. So, let's go up here. Today, I can't be on here very, very long. I actually have an appointment at 11:40. Yeah, Jennifer. There we go. Hang in there. Remember, pull away from a situation. Step out of the box. I also want to say that because we're all pretty much in that box and that lid is closed. So we just can't see the forest for the trees. But today, it's a new moon. You should feel this weight, this pressure kind of lifting off, and you can look up at the sky and say, hey, wait a minute. I can get out of here. That's what you have to focus on. All right. So Jennifer says, thank you. All right. So let me scroll back here. And Preeti, the person you're talking about, I'm not going to post what you just said, but Preeti, it's going to come down to them. It's not anything about you. It's them. And you need to pull back away from that situation. Don't even think about it, but you have to just pull back and let things play out. It's a little personal what you posted, so I'm not going to go ahead and put it on the screen here. So, Lisa, I decided that I am going to pull cards from a tarot deck. It's called the Good Tarot by Colette Baron Reed. And I'm also going to pull an oracle card. Now, the Good Tarot has some pretty good imagery. It's earth, wind, water, fire, instead of the cups and the pentacles or coins and the rods or the wands and all that, right? It's all the same thing, pretty much. And the oracle deck is a Whispers of Healing. So I picked those two decks because it's softer. And that's kind of what we need right now, is to have things be just a little gentle on ourselves, do some self-care, right? Because I'm going to post this again. Just so that we can pull back and say, I've been through a lot, and now it's time for me to focus on my future. This is that starting point. Not the new year, not anywhere else. This is the starting point because you are literally separating away from that other half of what has happened to you up to this point. So, God, I just keep wanting to rant about it, and I don't have that much time. All right, so this is a cold reading, meaning I don't know you, Lisa. I don't know what's going on. But your tarot card, that just really wants to have this. Exactly, Leanne. Leanne says a lot of new starting. Yes, because you have the ability to see what you've been through. Remember, everything started out as a whole, but it split off into two. The lives that have, well, the existence of these two halves started out at the same time almost, right? Were put into the world within minutes of each other. So the natal charts are practically the same, except for maybe a degree or two. So this is the starting off point for these two sides, but they're going to each have different experiences. Once you pull yourself out of the box and get farther away from the other one, That's when you recognize the qualities that you bring to the table and the differences that have actually helped you grow. All right. So let's get back to Lisa. Hey, Lisa, hope this helps. All right. I just keep wanting to rant about this new moon, everybody. Ooh. Remember, don't feel pressure, but it is important that you set that goal or that intention or that thought, right? Start whatever you want to start for the rest of the year. Start thinking about it today. Start it. Okay, Lisa. The 10 of air. Now, air is whatever, swords. And it is a conflict suit, which means that, you know, a lot of stuff's going on in your life. And the 10 just happens to be in normal Rider-Waite tarot. It has a person laying down on the ground. It's really some morbid imagery, which is why I chose this deck. But literally, everything's already happened. If you notice, those feathers have gone through the air. So some major stuff has already gone down. And there's nothing really left of her wings. She probably can't even really fly because most of her wings are gone. She has some long ones on the end here, but the main ones are not there. So right now, you need to focus on beginning, okay? Create that new beginning because everything that could have happened has happened. Remember what I said about looking up outside the box and seeing that there's an opening? That's what you have to focus on right now. You have to focus on it. The damage has been done. Put it behind you. Move forward. Okay. And I also want to say, watch where you go, because if you notice, she's at the edge of a cliff. So just look at what's on the other side of the box too. Make that decision wisely. It's a heavy card to start off with, right? I'll quickly shuffle those. Now, to get through it, Lisa, I'm going to pull this oracle card for you. You know, that card might have applied to everything that we're all going through too. Damage has been done. It's time to look at things differently, right? Now, Lisa, this is your oracle card, Whispers of Healing. It's going to have a thing that will actually help you, that you need to focus on for self-care to help you get through that, make the changes that you need to change. Alternative. Literally, we have two people here, and we are, and the moon in the background, and we have a moon situation with twins. So what is the alternative that we are thinking about? Well, first off, the other one is repairing the other one's wing. And what was that 10 of air? She had lost a lot of feathers out of her wings. Find that person, find that situation that is going to help heal the wounds that you have. I feel that that person is out there. I feel that they are very close to you, but you have to see them. So get out of the box. Remember, everything started out as one, kind of can't see the forest for the trees, and now it has pulled away. You have a different view on everything that's going on up to this point. That person is on the other side of the box. Choose wisely. And I really feel I have to say that because that other card was on the edge of a cliff, okay? Don't be afraid. This is all a learning experience. Every one of our lives for our soul, for our energy is a learning experience. But all I'm saying is that now is the time to do whatever it is that you think you may have to do. The damage has been done, and this person is going to help you mend. All right. So I hope that helped. This is some intense cards. Have I been saying that lately? We're all going through some intense stuff anyway, right? Shuffle that right there. Let me know if you have any questions, Lisa. Okay. Now, Gemma, you're getting cards. Don't know why. I'm pulling cards for people that I kind of feel drawn to today. Ooh. Oh, remember last time I told you, maybe some of you were here, maybe some of you weren't, whatever, right? Things happen. About those 3 planets, Venus, Jupiter, and Saturn. Make sure you look at where they are at on, hi Wendy, on your natal chart, because that will also help you through, give you a different perspective as to what's going on with your life and your energy at the moment. Okay, and she said, one at a time there, Lisa. Okay, let's see here. So Gemma, come back again next time. I'm going to do this on Tuesday at 11 o'clock. Same bat time, same bat station, Facebook and YouTube. And where did Gemma go? There's Gemma. Okay. And remind me, Lisa, and I will pull a card for him, just like I did for you today. Okay. And I also feel, Lisa, I'm going to focus on you a little bit more here. Hold up, Gemma. I'm getting to your card. But you have to let your wall down a little bit, because you've been through it. Let them fix your wings. Let them help you fly again. Okay. I don't know. I have to tell Lisa stuff. All right, Gemma. Let's get your tarot card, huh? I'll move this so you can see the card better. This card came up last time. Not for you, but for someone else. The 8 of Water, or the 8 of Cups. Now, this is a situation with a lot of emotion. Water, cups, all have to do, or hearts, have to do with emotion. And it's a very pensive, thought-provoking time, because you are kind of on the shore there with your box of treasure chest, right? But that ship, is it leaving you, or is it coming to pick you up, to take you somewhere? Well, in all honesty, you are reflecting on the things that you do have so far in your life, because this treasure chest is open. But this ship isn't leaving you behind based on the wind in its sails. It's coming towards you. It's going to help get you off that island. So, like I said about being able to see a situation and pull apart from it, you are also going through that right now. But because this is a water card, there's a lot of emotion attached with what's going on in your life right now, with changes that are afoot. So I hope that helped a little bit, Gemma, and I'm going to pull your self-care oracle card now. So let's scroll down a little bit. Oh, thank you, Sandra. Thank you for saying that. I like to keep in touch with people that I do readings for just to see how they're doing. Just one of my things, I guess. I don't know. Thank you for saying that. And Jennifer is adding this. Guess there was maybe some questions over on the side. Hello there, Dead Mirror from YouTube. Hi, Sierra. I hope it's very helpful. Sierra says that she feels like this is very helpful. I hope so. Now, Gemma, I'm just trying to reshuffle these tarot. I feel like they really need to be shuffled. Let's get back to Gemma. I'm not even gonna. You're way back there. You're thinking about that card. Okay. Here's your self-care card. Okay. Thank you, Wendy. I'm gonna post that. Dead Mirror, would you like some cards? I'm gonna pull some cards for you. Gemma, this is your self-care card. Sleep. Sleep, lady. And again, we have moon imagery. So all that emotion, that pent-up angst, that questioning, that longing for change, right? And that perseverance to get through that change, it can be very, very draining. So take this time, and I want to say, get that hot cup of tea, get that blanket, do whatever typical self-care thing you can actually think of. And it might seem really kind of idiotic to do because some people will be like, yeah, right. No. Those idiosyncratic things, they exist in our vocabulary and in our minds for a reason, because sometimes that's exactly what we need to do. Life will continue. You just need to pull back, give yourself a break, give yourself a little rest. Okay. That's what you need to focus on today, because it'll make you have more of a clearer mind for tomorrow. Okay. Thank you for saying that, Wendy. Yeah, I'm going to do this because Wendy actually said this. My candles. They're all Reiki. Everything I make has Reiki energy with them. I actually do Reiki. I am level 2 Reiki. I'm not a master, so I cannot teach it. But that's basically what being a master is, having the ability to teach it. But level 2 lets you be able to use it. Animals, things like that, and also on products and to help people out. So, Dead Mirror, hello there. You're getting some cards. Never met you. You ready? Hope you're still on here. So whether you like it, here we go. You're very intuitive, aren't you? Just want to put that out there. Wow. Call. This is a major arcana card. This is almost a type of, well, I'll say kind of a judgment, right? So there is a major situation at play with you. If you notice, she is sounding the horn, sounding at, I almost want to say it's a little bit of an alarm kind of thing with you. She does have her wings spread, ready for action. And okay, bye, Leanne. Leanne's got to split for a while. She's got some appointments. Now, because it is a major arcana card, I'll go like this, get that out there. That means that it is a sudden life shift. It's okay. If you listen to that little part inside of you that knows that you need to change direction, you're going to be okay. But the only way you're going to be able to hear it is if you take the day this new moon in Gemini, and you reflect on what that is that you need to pull away from. That's where we're at. Don't be afraid to be judged. We're all judged at some point in time. And I want to say, I also feel like I need to say that it's okay if some people you just don't jive with them and they don't jive with you. It's okay. We're all on our own different paths from each other, and sometimes we have our head in a book too much. You're going to get through this, but the alarm has been sounded, the trumpet has sounded, and there's movement ahead. Okay. So that's your major arcana card there. I'm curious about your name. Now I am going to go ahead and pull a self-care card for you. Feel that you actually do need it with a major arcana card being pulled. Seek seclusion. And look, we have another trumpet being sounded. Okay? But I also want to say that we have these peacock feathers over here, which are a sign of protection. So even though the alarm has been sounded, the troops are coming in, etc., now is the time to pull back. It is. Remember, not everybody's going to get along with you, and that's fine, because you're also not going to be able to get along with them. Pull back right now and listen to that little tiny ember in you that says that things have to change. You're going to be okay, because if you see, she is able to sleep. So once you do pull away, all this stuff that you have inside of you is going to just kind of melt away, and you're going to be able to relax, and you won't be alone for very long. Okay. Now, Lisa, you can remind me on Tuesday if you are available, and I am also available for readings outside of here. You can contact me on my Facebook page. Lisa's having a question. You're not bothering me. Not at all. Trust me. I'd probably bitch about it if you were. Or my sister, who's also watching, would. Because like I said, she's the Aries and she's the big sister. She's 10 years older than me. And I'm the Pisces and the baby of the family. Yeah, so just contact me on Tuesday at 11 when I do this again. All right, who's next? Leanne. She left. I wish I could have done a reading for her. I wanted to. She had an appointment. All right. So Sierra, yes, I am doing scheduled private readings. You can, I'm going to actually, like I said, I have an appointment at 11:40. So I am done reading cards for the day, and therefore I know some of you are going to be splitting out of here like a banana. But I am going to post some braggadocious PR crap, right? And because of my sister. Let me go over here. Wendy, these are the candles Wendy was talking about. It's called the Courage Candle, and you can see on there it's Palo Santo and orange. The orange is actually an essential oil. The Palo Santo is a fragrance oil. But the beeswax and the coconut oil are actually organic, and they are Reiki charged. They're very portable. They have Himalayan salt and crushed clear quartz crystal as well on the top, and real Palo Santo pieces. So you may say, what does this candle look like? Like this. You slap it in your purse, take it to work with you. Put it on your desk. It's not an overpowering scent, so your boss or whoever, once everybody starts going back to work, they're not going to walk by and be like, what the hell is that smell? They're not going to do it. This is for you. This is a symbolic candle for you. Very clearing of negative energy, yet uplifting to give you courage. And it does have Reiki in it. Now you can also purchase that at my website, elementalintentions.com. And I'm also, hide that. I'm available on Groupon as well. You can see here, you need to type in the search bar at Groupon Elemental Intentions. There is somebody else on there by the name of Rachel. And Elemental Intentions is actually the name of my website. And Groupon, because, there might be a mishmash and conflict of people trying to find me or her, I decided to go by my website shop name, which is Elemental Intentions. So if you do Groupon, this is the image. This is the image they actually gave me for my Groupon. So look for that image. Okay. I'm going to click back here. And if you want to be a patron and make sure that you get a private reading every month, we do it on here through the computer. Okay. Go to Patreon, $8 a month. Type in Rachel G. Palmistry, and it'll get you a private reading a month. And then tips are appreciated for the readings, but absolutely not necessary for what I do today, but they are appreciated. And that's my PayPal right there, paypal.me, Rachel G. Palmistry. That kind of rhymes, doesn't it? So, back to one more thing. I also have 4 of these little guys left. Okay, I'm going to show it. It's a really bad picture. But the Super Smudge Sear Spray, I always call my sprays sear sprays. Now it has rose oil, Palo Santo oil, and sage oil. The sage oil is the only essential oil in it, but it has tiger's eye for protection and courage. It has clear quartz chip for amplification, and black tourmaline. Black tourmaline is so strong when it comes to keeping that negativity away from you. And what does Palo Santo and sage and all this do? Well, rose oil, just if you were here last week, you know that I did not intend for it to be in this. This wanted to have rose oil in it, this particular batch. So I have 4 more of these guys. It's a glass bottle. Right, so it is refillable if you ever want to put something else in it. And you can hear the crystals, maybe see them in there, I don't know. But this is a bumblebee for prosperity. And the rose oil. This is an intention setting spray. It can also be used as a body mist and even a hair mist if you like to do that. But when you're spraying this to kind of get rid of any kind of argumentative energy or anything that is in your environment, your room or your house or whatever, right? Kind of put in your mind the color and intention behind the kind of rose that you want to use. What do I mean by that? Well, red roses, you want to picture the color red, used for the sacral, root, all that chakras, right? Also means love. So you want to send out some care. You want to send out some forgiveness. You want to send out all these different things. Think about the different colors of the roses. Example, yellow also means friendship. So you want to just put some friendship, friendly energy out there. You think about the rose, yellow rose, and you just start pumping this. Now this is very strong. You have to shake it up really well. And just a couple of sprays of it in the air or on yourself, and you're good to go. There's that. Oh, my voice. I am also going to be doing, and I'm going to put this up there again, just so you can see that, All that's available on elementalintentions.com. Can't talk. And yes, scheduled readings. You can actually go to my website, elementalintentions.com, and schedule a reading with me. And there are options. Just pick out whichever one you are most interested in, and then I get an email and we set it up. And let's see here. I have a lot of messages on the side. How much? How much for the spray? The spray, I believe, is $6. Don't quote me on that. I am really hella tired today. I'm also having trouble with my sinus. Excuse me. Hate to do that online. Had to, or else I would be like, it'd be nasty. Anyway, so $6 for this. Just so you know. Wendy, this is $6. You can get it on my website. Okay. Preeti, I'm telling you, Jagit will actually unblock you when he has had time to simmer down. Preeti also contacted me at the beginning of this rant. I'm going to put the banner up there again, elementalintentions.com. The Groupon, if you want to do Groupon, there it is. I like Groupon actually because if you want to get a gift for somebody and they get the gift of a reading and they're like, what is this? They can actually take that certificate or Groupon, whatever you want to call it, right? And apply it towards something that they really do want within the umbrella of Groupon. So if they wanted to get a cat tree, they could apply the money that you spent toward a reading to go toward a cat tree. So that's why I like it. So when they contacted me, I was like, sure, why not? Let's do it. Seems like a really good gift giving idea. So I'm 2 minutes late for my next appointment. And the next appointment I have is actually a personal private appointment for myself. Remember, everybody, set that intention. Set it now. It's good for the rest of the year. Okay? Don't feel pressure to do so. I mean, think about it. You're starting something off differently. If you just do take time to just take a nap, binge watch some TV, make some tea, do whatever you got to do. That is setting the stage to kind of take care of yourself a different way that you have been up to this point. So it isn't just let's get out there and start a new online class and let's, do this, let's do that. No. Because you have to take care of yourself first before you go out and you take care of anybody else. It's kind of like you got to put the mask on yourself on the airplane. You got to put it on yourself first before you can put it on anyone else, because you might be passed out and you won't be able to help them. Think about that. Remember, the Gemini situation that we're in, it's very logical, knowledgeable sign, great intellect, because they have the ability to see the two sides of the situation, both sides of the coin. But remember, both of those different sides are on one coin. Reflects who you are. So there you go, everybody. That is me for today. I'll be back on Tuesday. Looks like I have some more comments over here, maybe some questions. Bye, everybody. And well, thank you, Sierra. Sierra, I hope that I get in contact with you, and I'm not just saying that. And if you don't, tune in on Tuesday, because I got a few things to tell you. And Preeti, yes, he does love you, but he needs to pull away and think about that more. Bye, guys. Remember that you are all truly loved, and that who you are, the the energy that makes you you. And this sounds really Mr. Rogers-like, but it, as a scientific fact, can never be destroyed because we are all energy. So remember that. You exist for a higher purpose. You exist to be you. Remember that. Know that you're loved. Okay. Have a good one, everybody.